Hey everybody, good morning. Back on the Osmo Pocket today. It is freaking cold this morning. Actually, underneath this, I've got my puffy jacket on because the melly was wet yesterday, so I'm still trying to dry it out with my body heat. Stayed at the shelter area. Shelter's back over that way. All of us kind of camped around here. And right off the bat, we've got a stream crossing that what is normally is a rock hopping event is, from what I've been told, it's going to be like thigh deep, and it's a little swift. And people are talking about going across, linking arms together and doing the crossing. I'm going to walk down here in a minute, take a look at it. Yeah, it's a freaking cold day, and it really sucks. Putting on wet shoes and socks. At least my pants are starting to dry out. I've got on a base layer shirt that I normally sleep in because my hiking shirt itself is still soaked. And probably once I get across the stream, is I'm going to strip off my puffy and hike with my melly on in this base layer because it's windy and it's freaking cold. Welcome to Maine. Welcome to the AT. Taking suck to a whole new level. Food drop today, 3 o'clock, so I have to get to Joe Mary Road by that time, and that's about 12 miles out, and that won't be a problem because there's a little bit of a climb, not much, but it's all flat today, so looking forward to that. All right, let's get moving. Okay, that was the side of the water crossing right there. We all made it across, and now we're heading out. I didn't film any of the group going across because we had people in their underwear. And that's it. Got a little bit of a climb. Coming up. That'll be good. Help you warm up. Get some feeling back in the feet. Got about thigh down for deep, for the depth. I was told we have a few more of these coming up. I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of shit like this, though. Alright, gonna put this up so I can get across this. Yeah, fucking cheater.
I mean, does it count if he carried the canoes? I give him credit.
Yeah, it's almost harder than that.
I've got this feeling that Benedict Arnold didn't carry a fucking thing.
Yeah.
Probably a good thing.
Just enjoying the lake.
Oh, y'all are enjoying the lake.
Yes.
We haven't seen a moose yet, so we're like,
Yeah.
can't wait to eat these at home. Fruit snacks?
I'm about 4 miles out from the food drop, and it's almost noon, so I should make it there plenty enough time beforehand. So I just kind of cruise along the trail, enjoying the day. It's been really busy out here. But you know, this got me to thinking about how has the trail affected me as a hiker? It definitely has in a positive way. You know, things I used to look at in the past and think, wow, that's going to be really challenging. Or, you know, I don't know if I can do that distance. You know, we've had a few mountaintops that the only way you can get to, or do some boulder scrambles. And not like 14ers. You know, just stuff around the Colorado Springs area. And I thought before in the past, no, that's not me. It's not really my jam. But that's what I've done. It's not like you have a choice. If you want to complete the AT, you have to do it. So that's definitely changed my perspective on hikes like that. There are a couple longer hikes that once I get my my altitude lungs back, I'm definitely going to tackle. One is about 17 miles at a Cheyenne Mountain State Park. And whereas before I thought, I don't know if I could do 17. You know, I was thinking, wow, it's probably like a 2-day trip. Nope. Absolutely not. Gonna have that shit done before dinner. Yeah. So, mentality has changed on that. Mentality has changed on gear and recommendations. I kind of think back to my previous stuff that I've done on this channel, and all I can think is, wow, I was full of shit. You know, it's one thing to use something for a few weekends, or, you know, maybe a week or two straight. And there's a big difference between that and, you know, that's your primary piece of equipment for 6 months. Big difference. And I'm just going to recommend to you guys, if you're looking for gear advice on a specific piece of equipment, and believe me, I'm not talking you have to come running to me because I'm some big old know-it-all thru hiker now. But I would recommend getting advice from a thru hiker instead of a day hiker or section hiker, or, you know, some of these channels where they might use something 2 or 3 times for maybe 10 days total, and now they're doing a gear review and a recommendation on it. Nah, man, that's pure bullshit. Sorry if you happen to be one of those guys, because I was one, and I'll call it out on me too. Yeah, I was full of shit. The only way you can really get a good, you know, opinion on a piece of gear, at least now in my mind, is you got to use it like at least a month. Like a month straight, going out every single day, every single night, and using that piece of gear. That'll truly let you know if something is quality and worthwhile and worth your money. Because let's face it, you know, I love cottage companies, but a lot of them are expensive. And, you know, if you're looking to drop, you know, 3 bills on a pack, it's a lot of money. So, like I said, reach out to a thru hiker that has used that piece of equipment and get their opinion. And it doesn't need to be somebody with a YouTube channel or Instagram or something like that. It could be somebody you know, a friend of a friend. But get those opinions before you go solely off of the advice of some YouTuber like me, like some YouTuber, you know, that's used it maybe 10 times in the backcountry. You might get a very different opinion. I will say I did reach out to somebody about the tent that I ended up getting, the 6 Moon Designs, because I was asking him for his opinion on a couple different tents when I was looking for a lightweight one person. And he kind of discounted this and was trying to push me in the direction of another manufacturer. It's a cottage company, I'm cool with that. And they do have good tents. And that might be one I get in the future. But I ended up, just kind of going with my gut. And I went with the 6 Moon Designs. And lo and behold, I find out from Nathan and Austin over there at Chicken Tramper, it was the same tent they used on the PCT. And they absolutely loved it. So, glad I thought it over and went in a different direction. And the other tent might have been fine. It was a lot more expensive. But I found out from 2 thru hikers that this is a good piece of equipment. And that means a lot. That means more to me than the YouTuber with 15,000 subscriptions who goes out a couple weekends a month and hikes and reviews gear. So that's that. I think that's how this has kind of changed me in my approach to hiking, especially gear. And it's weird to be wrapping up a thru hike. Yeah, it just really feels a little surreal. Only 1 out of 4 who start this trail complete it. So definitely defying the odds. And it's not necessarily people just quitting because they can't do it. But I mean, there's injury, illness, family issues, financial issues, all other things come into play that pull people off the trail. But if you're the 1 out of 4, you're definitely beating the odds. Something kind of remarkable in that. And trust me, I'm not trying to say I'm some remarkable person, because as one lady who triple crowned said, just walking. And I know a lot of you out there have either done it or can do it. But definitely feels like I am joining a select group of people. So the folks that I went in with on the food drop decided to change the fucking plan without telling everybody, namely me. So they changed the food drop to an earlier road, which I had passed hours ago. Got to the food drop area, sat around with my thumb up my ass for 45 minutes, only to have somebody show up and tell me that my food's not there, that it had been picked up, and others are carrying my food. Unless you have everybody informed about the fucking change, you don't change. Oh, I'm pissed. That's all there is to it. If I would have known about it, I could have been 2 miles down the trail. Nope. Sat around there with my thumb up my ass for 45 minutes. Freaking wasting time. Not happy. So I'm like, well, fuck it. They can carry the food the rest of the way. I've got some of it, not much. but they can carry their food the rest of the way. And I'm gonna get out here, and I got 2 miles to walk this off. It's just not how you do shit. Not out here, not like this. I understand what they're trying to do, but I think it's going to be worthless, and that's all there is to it. You know, trying to stake out a spot up here ahead of this campsite for all of us to be in. And guys, I mean, I don't like camping around people. I don't sleep well when it happens. So I'm going to go off by myself anyway. But it's not like you can reserve a section of the forest because somebody else will just walk along and go, oh, I'm going to tent here. What are you going to do? Tell them, no, you can't. I've got people coming. My answer is, fuck you. I'll do what I want. Wow. All right. 4 miles to get over it. Well, not surprised we don't use a bridge to cross. I've been told we've got a couple water crossings ahead. The closer you get to the campsite. One of them evidently is about waist deep. Good shit. Let them out in the wilderness here, where they have bridges. Alright, so we're all here over at the Antlers campsite next to Antlers Lake. Now we just had dinner hanging out. It's just windy as shit, just like it's been all day. It's even worse when it's blowing across the lake. But yeah, hopefully get a good night's sleep. Looking to do some good miles tomorrow. Today I cruised along pretty fast, so looking to do the same, and maybe get some good miles tomorrow. We'll see. Yeah, I'm just trying to stay flexible and having fun along the way. Only about 40 miles? No, less than 40 miles then to Baxter State Park. So pretty close to the end now. Yep, pretty darn close. Hoping for good weather tomorrow and no rain. Fingers crossed. But we'll see what happens. All right, folks, we're getting down to the wire here. It's next few days. Yeah, we'll be going up Katahdin. All right, we'll talk to you tomorrow.